there. Oh, and if you have a strap, we'll use a strap in the beginning. If not, that's okay, you can modify it without the strap. So if you have it, you can just put it next to you. And let's just lay back and close your eyes. And just bring your awareness to your breath. Just breathing in and out through the nose softly. And let that breath give you some energy this morning. And then reach your arms up by your ears, big stretch. And hug the knees towards the chest. Take a little bit of movement. Just take your arms out to a T. Drop your legs over to the right for a twist. And then draw the knees through center, drop them to the other side. And then bring the knees through center, keep the right knee hugged in, extend the left leg onto the mat. And then if you have a strap, you can reach for your strap and just take the strap around the ball of the right foot and extend the right leg towards the ceiling. If you don't have a strap, you can take the hands behind the right thigh for support. Just release that leg. You can take your strap to the side, hug both knees in towards the chest. And then keep the left knee hugged in, extend the right leg out. then reach for your strap, extend that leg towards the ceiling. Just release that leg. You can take your strap to the side, hug both knees in towards the chest, and just give yourself a little rock side to side. And then come into an upside down tabletop. So knees are bent 90 degrees, shins parallel to the mat. Take your arms out to a T here for some support. And then keeping the right leg bent, just slowly start to lower the right foot and tap the ball of the right foot down to the mat. And then lift that leg back up to that upside down tabletop. And then just start to alternate here, taking the left foot down and tapping and then bringing it back up. And the trick here is to not let anything move except for the legs. So the pelvis will probably want to get involved by tilting as you drop the foot. See if you can keep your pelvis in a neutral position as you cinch in around the sides of the waist. And then after you've completed one more round, which means you've tapped your left foot down to the mat, just hook your knees in toward your chest. We'll meet there. Take a little rock side to side. And then this time extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling. So ankles are over knees, over hips. And just take your arms by your sides and let your palms spin down towards the mat. This is going to be a super, super tiny movement. So see if you can do this without momentum. Draw the belly in as you lift your hips up just a little bit and then lower them down. Ooh, I'm super sore this morning, so you can't even see mine. So a little lift of the hips and back down. Just take a couple more like that, seeing if you can do it without hurling your body up, which is sometimes hard. This one's tricky. Really feel this in the low belly probably. And then after you do one more, just hug your knees in towards your chest. Keep the knees bent, drop the feet to the mat, and come into a bridge pose, lifting the hips up. And then lower the hips down, hug your knees back in towards your chest, just so you can roll yourself up to seated. And once you're seated, take a gentle twist over to the right. So right hand behind you, left hand to outside of thigh. And then keep your left hand there, turn your torso forward and take your right hand to your left knee so your arms are crossed. Maybe curl the spine back like you're taking a little seated cat pose. And then come back to neutral with the torso, twist to the left, take the left fingertips behind you. And then bring the torso back forward, left hand to right knee so the arms are across, a little bitty cat pose again. Curl the spine back. And then just come back to neutral with the torso, uncross the arms so the hands come next to the hips, and unline the legs so you can take the feet out in front of you with the knees bent. And then just drop your knees over to the right. I'm just gonna do a little windshield wiper of the knees here, and then over to the left. And just take this at your own pace. If you like to keep the hands down for support, you can do that. If you want, you can bring the hands in front of you and see if you can make that happen without the hands down. Just different sensation. And then next time your knees are over to the right, stay there. Twist your torso over to the right. You can let the arms extend out straight from the shoulders so the fingertips are on the mat. Or if you want, you can walk your hands forward, folding over that right shin. And then walk the hands back, lift the chest. Just come back through center with the knees and the torso, and then drop the knees to the left. Either extending the arms out on the shoulders or dropping forward in front of that left shin. And then come back upright with the torso, spin back through center with the knees, and then make your way up into tabletop. And just take some time here to move in any way that you like. So maybe some movement of the hips or some cat-cow. And then take one more cycle of breath. After you've taken that exhale, just bring your big toes together, sit back into child's pose. And then just walk your hands a little to the right, shift your hips a little to the left. And then walk that through center, take it to the other side, hands to the left, hips to the right. And then come back through center, make your way up through tabletop into downward facing dog. Let's take some movement in this down dog. And walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, straight to downward facing dog. And then walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the chest forward. And exhale, fold back forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Take an inhale and plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra, lift head and shoulders. Exhale, lower down, press through tabletop to downward facing dog. And then walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale for chair this time, sit back, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, foot by the right thumb, back heel down. Inhale, warrior one, arms by the ears. Exhale, hands frame the foot straight to down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, foot by the left thumb, back heel down. Inhale, warrior one, arms up. Exhale, hands frame the foot, downward facing dog. Take an inhale there. And an exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, walk your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sit back for chair, take your arms up. Exhale, come to standing, straighten your legs, hands to your heart. Inhale for chair again. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Take an inhale there. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, foot by the right thumb, back heel down. Inhale, warrior one, arms up. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step to plank. Take an inhale there. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, foot by the left thumb, back heel down. Inhale, warrior one, arms up. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step to plank. Take an inhale there. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time holding down dog once you get there. And walk your hands back to your feet, forward fold back of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart and pause there. Take an inhale through the nose. And an exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. On your next inhale, reach your arms out and up. And exhale, fold forward, holding in the forward fold when you get there. So any arm variation you'd like, maybe ragdoll, reaching for opposite elbows. The hands are just resting on the mat. And then if you have elbows, just release the hands to the mat. Walk the hands back forward for downward facing dog. And then take your right leg up and back. And bring the foot between the hands. Drop the back knee down to the mat. And then just holding in this low lunge here. So you can have hands on blocks if you'd like. And then tuck the back toes, lift the back knee so you're in a lunge and hold there. And then straighten your right leg for a modified pyramid. And then rebend your right knee so you're back in a lunge. And then just step back to downward facing dog. One breath in the down dog. And then left leg up and back. Foot between the hands, back knee down for the low lunge. And then just holding there. then tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, holding in the lunge with the back knee lifted. And then straighten the front leg, modified pyramid. And rebend your front knee. Just step back to down dog again. One breath there. And then walk your feet forward to your hands this time. Forward fold in front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. And hug your right knee in towards your chest. So you can keep the hands at the heart here, or you can support the leg with your hands. And then just lower that foot down to the mat and change sides. So hug the left knee in. Again, you can keep hands at prayer or support the leg with the hands. And then release that foot to the mat. Just lower the arms down by the sides so you're in mountain pose. And then take an inhale, reach the arms up, touch your palms overhead, maybe a gentle back bend. And then on the exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale your way to down dog, vinyasa or skip it. Take your right leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, spin the back heel down, cartwheel your arms up to warrior two. And then straighten your front leg, start to reach forward, hinge into triangle pose. And then come back up to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your right foot for a lunge, and then walk your hands to the left, all the way to the back of the mat. So you're framing your left foot with your hands, you're in a lunge facing the back of the mat. Spin your right heel down, cartwheel your arms up, warrior two facing the back of your mat. And then straighten the left leg, start to hinge towards the back of the mat, come into triangle pose. And then make your way back up to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your left foot. Walk your hands to the right all the way to the front of the mat and plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. One breath in the down dog. And then walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to the heart. And then hug your right knee in towards your chest again. Maybe you support the leg with the hands. If you want this time, right peace sign fingers, pointer and middle fingers, hook the big toe. Left hand to hip, and then extend the right leg forward. And then if that leg is straight, just re-bend it. Reach your arms up by your ears so you're standing on the left leg with the right knee hugged in. And then just lower everything down, arms to the sides, foot to the mat, quick little shake out. And then just changing sides here. So hug the left knee towards the chest. Maybe you start by supporting the leg just to get yourself centered. And then left peace sign fingers to big toe, right hand to head. And then just take your time as you extend that leg forward. And then if the leg is straight, just re-bend it, hug it towards the chest, take the arms up by the ears, balance there just for another moment. And then lower everything down, give yourself a little shake. And then back to mountain pose right where you are. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, vinyasa or straight to down dog, your choice. And then take your left leg up and back. Bring the foot between the hands, spin the back heel down, warrior two. And then reverse warrior, left arm up and back. I was betting on myself to forget that I wanted to take the left foot forward. I'm pretty impressed with myself for remembering that this early in the morning. And then come through warrior two, arms to a T. Take your left forearm to your thigh and your right arm by your ear. Extended side angle. It clearly does not take much for me to be impressed with myself. And then come back upright, arms to a T, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down to frame your left foot. Walk your hands to the right all the way to the back of your mat. Spin your left heel down. Come up to warrior two. And then reverse warrior, right arm up and back. And then back through warrior two, and then right forearm to thigh, left arm by the ear, extended side ankle. And then come back up to warrior two, cartwheel your hands down to frame your right foot for the lunge. Walk your hands to the left all the way to the front of the mat. Step back to down dog for one breath. And then walk your feet and your hands towards each other. So you're going to a forward fold at the center of your mat. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold back forward. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Watch your palms touch. Exhale, cactus your arms. Take a little back bend. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arms by the ears. And exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, fold forward. So holding on this forward fold, and then take your right peace sign fingers to your right big toe, and your left hand to your hip. Now, this is the tricky part. We're gonna come to standing. So draw the belly in towards the spine. Take your time, start to lift the torso. See if you can hug your right knee in towards your chest. Oh, that's hard this morning. Good, and then once you arrive, you can extend that leg forward just for a breath. And then we're gonna try and gracefully come out the way we came in. So maybe you rebend that knee. Try and take your time as you slowly lower that foot down and come back into a fold. Whew, good. Take an inhale, lift your torso halfway, hands to shins or thighs. And exhale, fold back forward. On your inhale, come all the way up to and exhale, cactus your arms. Take a little back bend. Inhale, reach back up. And exhale, fold forward. We gotta do the other side here. So hook the left peace sign fingers on the left big toe. Right hand to hip. Cinch it around the sides of the waist as you come all the way up. Hug that left knee in towards your chest. We haven't done this in so long. It's hard, isn't it? Maybe extend that leg forward for a breath. Nice. And trying to take this really slowly, hug the left knee in. See if you can have as much control as you can as you lower back down. Oh, I lost it there at the end. Come to your forward fold. Take an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, reach back up. And inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath there. And then drop your knees down to the mat for tabletop and take some cat-cow in your tabletop, just with your own breath rhythm. And after your next exhale, just come to a neutral spine in tabletop. Keep your hips where they are. Just walk your hands forward to the front of the mat. Melt the forehead and the heart down for puppy. And then walk your hands back under your shoulders so you're in tabletop. Give your hips a little wiggle side to side. And then bring your big toes together, take your hips to your heels, come into child's pose. Maybe the arms come down by the legs if you like. And then if your arms are back, just re-extend them forward. Make your way through tabletop so you can just take your hips to the side, circle your feet around so they're in front of you and you're seated. And then we're gonna meet on the back. If you have a block, take a block with you and put it next to you. We'll use it in just a moment. So coming onto the back, hug the knees towards the chest. And then just extend the legs onto the mat so you're just flat on your back here. Reach your arms up by your ears and just let the arms fall to the floor behind you. And then walk the hands to the right long edge of the mat and walk the feet to the right long edge of the mat. So you're still on your back, but you're in this side bend with hands and feet to the right long edge of the mat. Maybe you stack left ankle on top of right ankle. And maybe you take your right hand and clasp it around your left wrist. And then just unwind all of that. Take the hands and the feet to the left long edge of the mat. Maybe right ankle steps on left ankle. And maybe the right wrist. And then just unwind hands and feet back through center. Just take the arms down by the sides so you can hug your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a little rock side to side. And then keep the knees bent, drop the feet to the mat. And if you have a block, come into supported bridge. So press into the feet, lift the hips, take that block underneath the sacrum and let the hips drop down. If you don't have a block, just have your hips resting on the mat here. So no effort. You can stay here with the knees bent. You could explore straightening the legs, both at the same time, so the backs of the heels are resting on the mat. So you're in this back bend, draped over the block, the legs straight. And then if you straighten the legs, rebend them so you have the soles of the feet on the mat. Make sure you feel supported by the block And then maybe you hover the feet and this time extend the legs straight up towards the ceiling. Just re-bend the knees, take the soles of the feet back to the mat. Press into the feet so you can lift the hips, remove the block, and then just lower the hips down to the mat. And just take a moment there. Keep the knees bent, just walk your feet wider than your hips. Take your arms to a T. And just windshield wiper the knees side to side. And then once the knees are back through center, just let them fall in towards each other at the midline of the body and just pause there. And hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe a gentle happy baby if you like that. And then if you're in happy baby, hug your knees back in. Final little hug. And then release your legs, find your way into Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. Reach your arms by your ears, nice big stretch. And roll off to one side, pause there, eyes closed. If the version of you from 5 years ago could see you right now, they would be so proud. Keep going. I would even say the version of you from 1 year ago. We've all learned a lot this past year. Press into your top hand, make your way up to a comfortable seat, eyes closed, hands at the heart. I hope you have a wonderful day. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.